Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is really exciting because it's in collaboration with Ash, who is also known as Mama Reid. I'm sure you've all heard of her before. She is absolutely gorgeous and such a lovely lady. Because we are well practiced breastfeeding mamas, I thought we would share with you 20 tips on breastfeeding. So 10 on my channel and 10 on Ash's. I will leave a little bit of information about Ash here.
Hi guys, I'm Ash and I am Rebecca's friend and fellow breastfeeding mummy of two. I recently just stopped breastfeeding but definitely have lots of tips for you guys, so make sure you check out the video over on my channel. There will be another 10 tips over there that are completely different to the 10 you will see here, so make sure you pop along and say hello in the comments if you do. See you there.
Definitely go and check out Ash's video once you've watched mine and tell her I sent you. I'm sure you've all seen Ash before. I hope you all enjoy this video and let's get straight on with the tips.
Okay guys, so tip number one is to make sure you've got a good latch. Now this seems really obvious, but in my first few weeks of breastfeeding Ella, I was in such a mess trying to get her to latch properly. What you need to do is make sure that your baby's mouth is so wide open, because their mouths are so teeny tiny at this stage. You need to make sure their mouths are super wide and ready to take in a big mouthful of boob. That is exactly what you want, and when your baby's mouth is fully open and you think they're ready to go, do not hesitate, get them on there as soon as possible and make sure they get a right good mouthful of boob. That's always the best way. It's the best way for them to get loads of milk, and it's also the most comfortable way for you to feed them.
Tip number 2 would be to drink lots of water. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water because you are burning lots of calories and you will get quite dehydrated if you are not drinking enough, because baby's taking lots of your milk. So as you are getting all this milk taken from you, you need to be drinking lots of water as well so you stay hydrated.
Okay guys, tip number 3 is boosting your milk supply. We all know that this can sometimes be a really tricky stage, especially if your child has maybe been unwell and they don't feed as often. Your body produces less milk, and it is this kind of downward spiral that we want to avoid at all costs. So definitely try boosting your supply using either some mother's milk tea or even some cookies. I used some cookies and brownies I found on this lovely Instagram shop, which I will be sure to link for you guys if you want to check them out. They are called Mother's Love Cookies, and honestly, after a week of eating these cookies, I had so much milk. There was loads to go around, and it definitely works. So check out some milk supplying goodies, and also they are amazing with a cup of tea.
Tip number 4 would be to put a bobble on your wrist so that you know which breast to use next. I always do this now, so I will just swap the bobble over when I'm feeding so I know which breast to use next, because you don't want to be feeding on one side for too long and then going back to that one again, and then the other one will be absolutely full of milk and you'll get so uncomfortable. So yeah, try a bobble. It will help to remember which side you need to use next.
Your milk is not just for drinking, so tip number 5 is momsicles, and that is basically just expressing some of your milk into like an ice cube tray and putting a dummy in, and it makes the perfect teething relief for your baby. It makes for a nice little treat for them to have, and it's also super easy to make.
Tip number 6 would be to try and wear a vest top under any clothes, because if you can wear a vest top under anything, then you know that you can always just lift up whatever you've got on, and you've got a vest top underneath that you can easily just pull down at the side where your breast is. So if you were to wear a top like mine now, it's not very breastfeeding friendly, but if I was to lift it up and I had a vest top underneath, I could just slide the vest top down and it would be easy to do that. And it's great, then you can just wear different things so you don't have to feel like you're tied down to breastfeeding friendly clothes. You can actually change your fashion up and wear things that you wouldn't normally wear when breastfeeding.
Tip number 7 is a really good one, and it just makes so much sense when you actually say it out loud, but it's to put the date and the time that you expressed your milk on the front of the Milk Express pouches, because as you'll know, milk in the morning isn't as thick and heavy as milk in the evening. So if you're going to feed your baby the express milk, you should feed the milk that was expressed at that time of day, because milk in the evening is supposed to send your kid off to sleep and make them nice and relaxed and tired. In the morning it's a bit thinner and it's not likely to fill them up quite as much as what an evening food would. So definitely put the time and the date on with like a Sharpie, or even write it down on your phone if it's maybe just one bottle you've expressed. But if you're preparing for a night out, then make sure that your babysitter knows which milk is for the morning and which milk is for the evening.
We have a little visitor that has decided to wake up from his nap, and also I now have people chopping down trees outside my house. So tip number 8 would be to get some good nipple cream. Even if your nipples are like chapped and cracked, definitely put some on because it will help prevent that happening. And you definitely do not want sore and cracked nipples because it is really painful. So yeah, definitely get some nipple cream. It will help.
When you're breastfeeding, it's always a time where you really need to get something. So I used to have a little breastfeeding kit in my puffy in the living room, and that contained things like wipes, nappies, lip balm, a hair bobble, a brush, the TV remote, a phone charger, a bottle of water, things that are just essential that you really want to have when your child is feeding, because you can be there for sometimes a good hour, sometimes more. These are the things that you need to have to hand at times, so make yourself a little DIY kit and that will help you in those times where you're stuck under a baby for hours on end.
Lastly but not least, tip number 10 would be to try and use different positions, try and feed in different positions. I had mastitis a couple of weeks ago and I was advised to try and feed on all fours, which sounds absolutely crazy, but it helps with the lump in my breast so much. And even just trying different positions anyway could help the milk supply and the milk flow, and if baby likes different positions. So yeah, just try different positions, that could help loads with your feeding. And it's just different to try different things, and there's all these different positions that you can try anyway, so why not try them? Thank you all so much for watching this video. I will leave a direct link in my description for Ash's video, so definitely make sure you go and check out her video. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Say bye, Woody. Say bye. Bye everyone.